65,
So you played.
and you clearly passed me, you weren't speeding.
So you played.
Asked and answered.
Well,
I asked
you're-
and answered. Not
Okay.
gonna be arguing.
that's fine, but you're making a claim that I was impeding traffic, so. Claim goes both ways, it's equal treatment on the law, if I understand it correctly. Do you have any, interest in the outcome of this case? None whatsoever? Is that what it is?
Well, I don't have interest in the outcome.
Okay. You work for the Salisbury Township Police Department, is that correct? Okay. Are you aware of, I believe they're called the Top Guns Award? Okay. Did you receive any kind of, an award?
So,
Could you name me what awards you received?
namely, top one from the state.
For doing what? What did you have to perform in order to receive the award?
Traffic safety award for DUI arrest.
Is that the only one you received?
I received several awards.
What were some of the other awards?
Traffic safety awards, meritorious awards for serving felony warrants. Number of awards.
Okay. Is one of the awards, for most traffic citations? I'm not saying you received it, but is that one of the awards that's given?
I believe that's going to be given in the past.
Okay. Are there any kind of benefits associated with these awards given?
No.
Any kind of, career advancement based on these awards? Nothing to that extent?
Nothing.
So you get recognized for getting awards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you and the rest of the police officers in the township actually have an incentive to write as many citations as possible.
There is no incentive. I don't get anything for it.
Well, you get recognition.
You get recognition.
That's an incentive, isn't it?
You say so.
Well, then what's the point of the award?
You got that, chief of this department.
Way
Okay.
beyond the scope of the direct testing.
Would you turn down an award?
Good answer. Move on.
Are you representing him there, sir?
No, I'm representing the interest of the Pennsylvania court system. And the rules of court say your cross-examination has to be confined to the direct testimony.
And it is. It's to the credibility of the plaintiff.
Credibility is not an issue either.
Well, who is the plaintiff here today?
There is no plaintiff. There's an affidavit of defendant.
Okay, who is the applicant?
Officer Franklin.
Okay, and who is the injured party here today?
I don't know.
So there is no injured party.
I don't know.
Are you the injured party here?
The only person that's testified is Officer Franklin. He's not an injured party.
Okay, so there is no injured party since
I haven't heard from him.
he's the only party testifying and he's not the injured party.
I haven't heard from him.
Who's bringing these claims
I'm not gonna
forward?
answer any more of your questions.
So I'm not entitled to due process then?
You're entitled to due process, ask questions pertinent to his direct testimony relative to these citations.
That's what I'm doing.
No, you're not.
I'm asking if there's an injured party here today.
I let you go way beyond by getting into awards and all that crap. None of that has anything to do with today.
Well, it's an incentive. It shows that there's an interest in, that he has an interest.
You go make that claim, there's nothing to do with the guilt or innocence of these citations.
It shows that the witness has an incentive.
I'm not
in
gonna
the
argue
outcome
with
of the
you.
case.
Move on or we're done. You wanna present a defense?
Well, I'm trying to ask him questions about
Ask him
his.
questions pertinent to what he testified relative to these citations.
All right, so how exactly did you become a police officer? Like, did you just get a gun and a badge and you became a police
Don't
officer?
answer that, it's nothing to do with today. We're satisfied that he's a legitimate police officer in the state of Pennsylvania.
Has there been any facts entered to
The
demonstrate that?
court is satisfied.
Or evidence?
Move on.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish here.
Move on.
Did you have to swear an oath to anything in order to become a police officer?
Oath to the township.
The township?
Upon hiring.
So once you did that, they just gave you a gun and a badge and uniform and you became a police officer?
No, I previously gone through school for that.
Okay. So the process was you went to schooling, and then you took an oath to the township. And that was the only oath you took?
Yeah.
You never took an oath to the Constitution of Commonwealth of Pennsylvania or the United States of America?
Did I stand in front of a federal judge and do that? No. Did I stand in front of a local judge and do that? Yes, it's part of the oath to the township.
So part of your oath for the township was taking an oath to the U.S. Constitution as well as the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania?
I believe so.
Was that yes or no?
I believe so. It was 5 years ago. Do I know the exact wording to it? No, I don't.
No, I'm not asking for exact wording, I just want to know whether or not you took an oath to U.S.
Does it
Constitution.
mention the Constitution? Yes, it does. What does it say? I don't know. Answer. If you're not happy with that, I don't know what to tell you.
So you're really unsure what you took an oath to?
You're asking for specifics. If I say yes, it has
Right.
something, am I to uphold the Constitution? Yes.
Beyond the scope of direct testimony, move on.
So if you don't even know what the oath was taken to, you have no idea whether or not you're violating anyone's rights, is that
Don't
correct?
answer it, move on.
Are you familiar with the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution?
In regards to this case, now,
No, just in general.
general.
Doesn't matter, it's nothing to do with this, can you move on?
Well, I believe it does, that's what I'm trying to get
Move
to.
on. Not arguing with me.
All right, so you're not familiar with,
I told you to move on. Not gonna answer, move on.
did you have a warrant to take my property that night?
Warrant? No.
So no warrant for seizure or anything of that nature,
No.
take property. So what gave you authority to seize my property without due process?
Warrant, a safety issue. The vehicle not allowed to be driven on the roadway in the condition it was in.
And what condition was it in? That made it unsafe?
It's not registered, it's not inspected, I'm not a mechanic. The question again, if it should have been driven.
So is it your testimony that non-registered vehicle is unsafe?
Do I think an unregistered vehicle is unsafe? Not necessarily. Do I think an uninspected vehicle is unsafe? Yes.
And what would make it unsafe?
The simple reason it's not inspected. It's a safety inspection. Vehicles have to pass certain, requirements to be on a roadway, to be driven and operated safely. If it's not inspected, I'm not a mechanic, I can't determine if it is or not.
Okay, so then, does that give you the authority to seize my property without due process?
We can't abandon vehicles on roadways for safety, for your property, for your concerns. You're not able to drive the vehicle off the roadway. You're not allowed to put vehicles on private property, you just tell somebody I'm abandoning this vehicle here.
So if I got permission from someone's private property to leave my personal property there, then that would have been fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then why did you call a private towing company to seize my property without ever asking me?
I did ask you, you absolutely refused to make phone calls.
But you asked me to make a phone call in order to get a ride home.
Not what was asked.
Well, that's based on my experience on that, that's what was asked of me.
Okay, it's your opinion.
Well, that's what I witnessed. So, you are permitted to seize property without due process?
Circumstances come about.
So then you are allowed to either set aside or violate certain parts of the Constitution?
Vehicle code gives me authority to tow a vehicle that's not supposed to be on the road because it's not registered or inspected. Done.
Does the vehicle
Any other
code
questions?
supersede
Move on to
the
something else.
Constitution, sir?
If asked and answered, move on to something else.
All right, so I just want to take traditional notice that the motor vehicle code supersedes the U.S. Constitution.
Move on.
Okay. Any further questions at this time?
Elmo Brett,
Yes, Your Honor.
I hear you defend.
Okay, I'd like to call